different. People passed one another without looking, carrying their lives like heavy bags they never put down. Lena walked slowly. She had nowhere she needed to be. The rain caught her by surprise, so she stepped into a small cafe on the corner. Warm, dim, smelling of coffee and old books. She chose a table by the window and watched the world blur behind the glass. That was when Noah walked in. He looked slightly lost, his hair damp from the rain, his coat unbuttoned. He scanned the room, unsure, until his eyes met Lena's. "Is this seat taken?" he asked. She shook her head. They spoke carefully at first, about the weather, about the cafe, about nothing important. But the longer the conversation lasted, the more Lena felt something unfamiliar. Ease. Noah listened in a way that made silence feel comfortable. "I don't usually talk to strangers," she admitted. "Neither do I," he smiled, "but I'm glad I did today." When they parted, Lena realized she was smiling at her reflection in the glass. Some meetings feel like accidents, others feel like answers. Part 2. Growing closer. Their relationship unfolded slowly, like a story neither of them wanted to rush. They walked through the city at night, sharing headphones, talking about childhood dreams and quiet fears. Noah was restless, always thinking about the next place, the next possibility. Lena was grounded, careful, afraid of losing what little certainty she had. "You're afraid of getting hurt," Noah said once. "And you're afraid of staying," she replied. They laughed, but both knew it was true. In Lena's apartment, they spent long evenings talking on the floor, surrounded by books and half-finished cups of tea. "I want something real," Noah said, "not temporary." Lena hesitated before answering. "So do I just don't know how to trust it." He took her hand gently, as if asking permission. "I'll be patient," he promised. And she believed him. Love felt like a bridge, fragile but beautiful. Part 3. The Breaking Quiet. The change didn't come suddenly. It crept in. Noah began answering messages later. He canceled plans. When Lena asked, he smiled and said everything was fine. She wanted to believe him, but her heart noticed what her mind tried to ignore. One night, his phone lit up on the table, a name Lena didn't recognize. "Who is that?" she asked quietly. Noah froze for a moment too long. "Someone from before," he said. "It doesn't matter." "But it does," Lena whispered. "You promised me honesty." "I didn't want to worry you," he said, his voice sharp now. "You overthink everything." The words cut deeper than the truth ever could. That night, they lay in bed facing opposite walls. Their hands were close, but they didn't touch. Sometimes love doesn't end with a scream. Sometimes it fades into silence. Part 4. Letting go. Lena made the decision slowly, painfully. She packed her suitcase while Noah watched, unable to find the right words. "I love you," he said at last. "I always have." "I know," she answered softly, "but love shouldn't make me doubt myself." Tears filled his eyes. "I can change." "I needed you to change before I broke," she said. They held each other one last time. Not like lovers, but like people saying goodbye to a future they once believed in. When Lena closed the door behind her, the apartment felt unbearably quiet. Sometimes leaving is the only way to save what's left of yourself. Part 5. What Remains. A year passed. Lena learned how to be alone without feeling empty. She wrote again. She laughed again. The memory of Noah no longer hurt. It rested gently inside her, like a chapter she no longer reread. They met by chance in the same cafe where it all began.
You look different, Noah said.
So do you, Lena replied, calmer.
I learned how to stay, he said. Too late, maybe.
He hesitated.
Do you think we could ever try again?
Lena looked at him for a long moment.
I think some love stories aren't meant to continue, she said. They're meant to change us. She stood, smiled once more, and walked away. Noah watched her go, understanding at last. Their romance ended, but what it taught them stayed forever.